Welcome back, everyone. Let's quickly see how we can recreate a Lettermark logo like this one in the screen here. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be walking you step by step on how I was able to achieve this. Let's go back to our default screen. I'm going to get rid of this text too, and then I don't like this background. I'm going to be choosing something better. Okay, I'll be working with this. So now, first of all, I want to input the text element, which is MR. Okay, click OK. I'll increase the text size, and then I'll make it bold. Notice that there is so much space between my M and my R, so I'm going to be shrinking that space with my spacing tool. This tool can be used to shrink, to affect both space between both letters and words. The space is enough. I'm going to bring it to the perfect center and lock it up so that it doesn't move around as I walk on my screen. Alright, it is locked. Now the next thing I will notice here, unlock this. Notice here that there is the leg of my R seems to be trimmed, so I'm going to correct that by adding a space, a padding part to the right. Okay, this is the padding tool I used to do that. So this is good now. I can now lock it. It is locked. It is locked now. The next thing I want to do is that I'm going to okay, it has been locked. I'm going to bring in a shape. I'll use this shape. Alright, increase the size. I want the width to be increased, not the entire size, so I'm going to be shrinking the width. This width should do. Then I'll bring it down, make it rotate. Alright, to achieve a perfect rotate, I'm going to be using this rotate tool so that my finger doesn't cover it when I'm rotating. Alright. Okay. Let me move it up. So from here now I can rotate down. Good. So this is my perfect rotation. Perfectly rotated. Let me increase the width of this young man a little bit so that it will be very visible. Okay. Okay. And then move it up. Up. Center the comment. Okay. Calm down a bit. Graphics design takes patience, so you want to be patient until you have achieved the exact thing that you desire. Right? Okay, I think we are there now. Yes, we are here. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so I'm going to merge. I'm going to merge this and this together. It has been merged. And then I will duplicate this by clicking on the copy icon. Alright, it has been merged, it has been duplicated. I'll bring it to the center. Now it is not perfectly on top of the older one. That is why you can still see some spaces between them. If you look closely, you'll see it. So the first one is not in the perfect center. That is why. Now if you look closely, you will think it is just one, okay, but it's not one. There are two here, but they are perfectly in the same position. Alright, now I'm going to turn off one and hide it. it is locked and hidden so that I can work on one at a time. Is that okay? Now I'm going to be working on this one. There is another one under it, but I'm not working on it. So I'm going to bring in a shape. I'll use this rectangle shape to trim this area and cut it off. Okay, I'll color it to have another color. You want to make sure it is big enough to cover the entire element, the entire areas you want to eliminate, right? So this is it. This is it. It covers everywhere from the x-axis to the y-axis of the areas that I want to eliminate. Okay, now I'll use my rotate tool to bring it to the perfect center. Okay, so with my graphics design eyes, I can tell that if I move this thing down, it will be perfectly on top of that shape in the middle of it. So I'm going to bring it down now. Down. Reduce the speed, that is the number of pixels by which it moves. Okay. Let's move it one more down. Perfect. Now I'm going to merge this rectangle. The down one is locked, so I'm going to be merging this and this, the red rectangle and my text element. And then now that it is merged, I will use this erase color man to eliminate. Notice that it is my white that is going out, but I want the red to go out, so I'll click on the color selector, that is the pick tool, and pick red color. Right, now my red color has been eliminated. Perfect. I'm going to lock this man and hide him so that I can work on the second one. Right, the same thing I did to the first one, I'm going to be doing to this one. I'll bring in another shape. Okay, color it. It can be any color. Let's choose something different now. Okay, this color should do. Increase the size so that it is able to cover the entire areas that I want to eliminate. This is too large. This should do. And then I'll rotate. The other one, we did it this way, right? This one, we're going to be trimming out this place. Okay, so from here, wow, this is perfect. This is perfect. I won't be rotating again because I've already gotten it in the right position. So I'm going to be using the position tool to just move it up a bit to make sure that it is perfectly on top of the areas I want to eliminate. Now I'm going to merge it, or merge this man and this man together. If you like, you can call it wedding. They have been wedded together. Two has become one. And now I am going to use the erase color to pick this man here and eliminate him. See? Now notice something. Let me show you something. I unlock everything. If I bring this man to the perfect center, I'll also bring this other man to the perfect center. You see, they are not coming together. There is a space in between them. Why? The rectangles I used to eliminate those colors, those areas, is still here, but they are just not visible. Let me prove that to you. If I apply a texture to this one now, if I apply a texture to this man right now, if I apply a texture, you can see that this texture is applied to both the MR and the shape. So the shape hasn't gone out. All right. So I'll go back. Now, how do I eliminate that shape, the square? I would add another shape here. reduce it to the barest minimum, so that when I place it on top of this, on top of the text, any area on top of the text at all will do. Okay, let's hide this second man here so that he doesn't confuse us when we are merging. All right, we are going to merge this and this. Sorry, we want to turn off this man, hide him totally. Okay, and then this man is here. Remember, I said to the barest minimum, so that when you move it, it can stay on top of here without being seen, right? And now I can merge the two of them. The two elements that are not locked. This one down here is locked, so I'm going to be locking this and this, merged. They've been merged, all right? Let's keep it somewhere. In fact, let's just prove that what we did has worked. I'm going to do the same texture that I applied before. Okay, so with this I'm going to select this is the image I want to apply its colors to my elements, to my design. Okay, so I'm going to select the area I want the color. If I want the entire area of this image, I'll just leave it that way it is, but I want only some area of it, so I'm going to crop. Now you can see what we have achieved, right? The rectangle is no longer showing. We're able to eliminate it by adding another shape. Okay, so we're going to lock this man so it doesn't even hide him, and then unveil this one so we can work on it. The same thing we did to the first one. Apply let me use another shape to do this one. Reduce it to the barest minimum, the barest minimum. Okay, and then you can keep it anywhere on top of this. I'm sorry, this is the one I want to select. It is too small, so it is too unable to be picked. Increase the speed at which it moves by increasing the pixels. Come this way, put him here. Hope he is not showing. Alright, now we can merge them together. This and this merged. Alright, they've been merged. Oh shit, sorry, I didn't do the merging. Graphics design is for patient people, right? It's for patient people. You make mistakes, you correct them, life goes on. Okay, so alright, now I'm going to merge. Alright, I hope you are not confused. Okay, so I can now merge. I'll merge this and this. The mistake we made before is that we selected the one in the center. No, it is supposed to be the one down here, because the center one is the first one that we have given a gold texture. So we can merge now. It has been merged, okay? And now I can apply my texture to it. Let's be sure which area has that I want to be sure which area has gold and which area. Okay, we are good. Alright, so this is going to be silver, okay, because the top is gold, the down is silver. So this here is silver, although it looks like white, but it is silver, okay. So you can see now. Now if I make the both of them visible and bring them to the center, they are going to stay together. This way. Oh shit. Okay. So this is it. Alright. Let me move it up a bit. A bit. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So now we're going to merge the two of them together. They have been merged. They are one now. And from here we are going to now emboss. You can see what we have done, okay. You can move this light around to see how it affects your work until you achieve something more desirable, okay. I think I love this. If you go down, you can do a tweak of this and that until you get what you want. This is beautiful too for my green background, okay. Just play around all of these effects to see how they affect your work. So here we are, and then I'm going to use this 3D shape to apply some further effects to it. Can increase the depth of this, okay. I can darken it. I can choose a color inside of it. Just play around it until you achieve what you want. But I'm going to leave it on auto. I don't want a color around it. I can apply a 3D rotation. A 3D rotation, you can see. Okay. There is a lot you can do. You know, you can just keep this thing like this and someone will keep looking at it from now till next year and never understand what it is. But this is just how you're able to achieve it. That is not about graphics design, okay? So, I think I love it this way. You can use the Y rotation to move it this way also. But I don't want that. I use this one too, the Z rotation. I don't want it, I'm going to leave it at 0. With this one too, come down to 0. Alright. This is to merge. This way should do. Okay. Now you can add perspective to it. Okay. You see how it works. Play around with it until you achieve what you want. But I don't want it, I'm turning it off. Alright, so this is it. And I'm going to give this a background, a black background, because the one we did earlier had a black background. I think this is even more beautiful than the first one we are modeling after. So try it on your application and send me your design so that I can see what you are able to achieve.